Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel. Bradenton Motorsports, January 20th, trying to find some 9-second cars to line up with. Not a ton of cars out here yet, but it's early. We got Bob in a C4 Corvette out here tonight. We got Kim in her Monte Carlo, Fear of the Bow Tie. All right, we're still looking for stuff that runs 9s. Monte Carlo's 10-second car, that Corvette's 10-second car. I love the graphics on this Monte Carlo. Fear of the Bow Tie. Now that's the license plate right there, quarter mile. Love it. A Porsche 911 Turbo S just rolled in. Don't know anything about it, but unless it's modified, it'll just be another one that we beat handily. We beat several of them over the last few months. Don't know if it's a 9-second car though. But definitely one of the faster cars in the staging lanes. All right, we're lining up with this gray Mustang. Somebody told me it's running in the 9s. We're trying not to run any 10-second cars anymore. If they're not at least somewhere in the 9s, we're trying to avoid them. This Mustang sounds good. There have been a few cars down this track already since they prepped it, so hopefully the traction's still good. And I'm going to try to get into launch mode as usual. We're peak performance ready. We're at 88% battery. All right, let's see what we can do. Now, you know, 145 60 foot, better than mine. I was 147. You had a 145 60 foot, better than mine. I was 147, but we left on it. Looked like I must have treated pretty good, but that's a competitor if he's got a better 60 foot than this car. How's it going, man? All right. Thank you. I thought we cut a decent light, but it was a 143. 147 60 foot, another 602 eighth mile, which is good, and another 930. 147.3, almost a 929, just a couple thousandths of a second from a 9299. All right, there's a couple interesting cars we're trying to line up with. Blue Charger's having some issues. He wanted to make another test pass or two before we run. And then there's a green Lamborghini, but he's trying to work out a launch process. He says he doesn't launch from the tree, and there's no point racing somebody if you're leaving a second or two apart. So we'll try to figure out something that works with the green Lambo, because that should be a 890 to 920 car. That's this green Lambo up here ahead. We roll raced this Lamborghini when it was a different color. It's roll racing only though, we've never drag raced it. It's a twin turbo. I think it did 170 miles an hour and just blew the Tesla's doors right off in roll racing. But drag racing might even the score a little bit, because it doesn't launch all that hard. It says it does like a 170 60 foot, which will give us a chance. Should be somewhere between an 890 to 920 car, so would come down to the tree and whatnot, but he's working out a launch process, and if we can't leave somewhat together, then it's not really a race. So we're trying to work out how we might be able to line the cars up. I can't give him the move. I'll lose that race every time. He's still working out his launch process. All right, we found another 9-second Mustang. He says he's running only 93 pump fuel tonight, so it's not going to be running at its peak performance, but
we did have the time for 85 on its old combo.
Oh, okay.
New motor.
Power. That's your 85? This?
Yeah. That was with another motor. This is a much funkier motor, but we're on low boost. 6 speed.
Okay. I like it. So they say it's 4,100 pounds empty, 4,300 with the driver. Cars on Big Mickey Thompson ET Street R's. Not beadlocks though. I'm gonna give them the move, maybe at my own peril, and see if I can run them down. Could be a close race. At least that's what we're hoping for. We're confident this is a mid 9-second car. He normally runs E85, but he tells me he's on 93 octane tonight. So in exchange for that, I'll be giving the Mustang the move. I'm gonna have to react really quickly as soon as he hits it. That should be worth at least 0.3 of a second. So my prediction is if he runs any faster than a 960, I won't be able to catch him. I wanted to run in the left lane as I usually do, but he had a preference to be in left, so I let him have it. Feels nice and sticky. I'm getting all the way up because I'm going to try to stage it here. Oh man, I'm really deep, but that's all right because I'm watching his car. There it goes. All right. Staging that deep can be a mistake when I'm running off the tree because it's so dang easy to red light. I even red lit on a pro tree last night by staging that deep. It's never happened to me before. Before last night I wasn't sure it was possible to red light on a pro tree, but I did it by staging too deep. Thank you.
Yeah.
But if I'm giving the other car the move, then unless he red lights, there's no way I'm going to red light. And if we both red light, well, he'll have red lit by more because I'm waiting for him to move. So there's no reason not to deep stage. In fact, deep staging is a good strategy when you're giving the other car the move. Well, another 930, but just barely. This is a 9399 at, again, 147.28 miles an hour. We lost a tenth in the 8th mile, 612 instead of 602, 117.6. And we 60-footed at 155. He's a no-time car, so not sure he'll be willing to show me his time slip. There's no time up on the board either, so even my buddies with their cameras in the grandstands won't know what time that car ran. Fun run. I know this blue Hellcat Charger's running in the 9s, pretty deep actually. Ran at least a 9.5, maybe faster. 9.5 is the run that I can confirm. And if nothing else, not just hearsay about those solenoids. We ran this Charger a week ago, and he said he wasn't running the nitrous on that pass. I don't know if he's going to run it on our pass or not. But I'm hoping for a competitive race. If he's running 950 without the nitrous, well, then he should be able to probably beat our time if he decides to squeeze it. We're running the blue Charger. He's run a couple of 950s tonight. We're probably going to run a 940 on this pass. And we are the first cars down. They just prepped the track. drag strip mode, peak performance ready. We're down to 78% battery charge. Yeah, super sticky here. I don't think there's any chance we're going to spin. Whoa, Pro Tree, yeah. We got him. Pro Tree, yeah. Yep, we got him. You know, I forgot my little Pro Tree placard. That's all right. I'm not sure he ever left the line. All right, we're at 75% battery state of charge after that last run. 5 solid races. We went from, I think we were at 90, 91% when we started. So we used about 15% across 5 races, 3% per run.
Scare your opponent so bad that you gotta break.
Apparently. He's still out there? That's him? Oh, here he is. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Oh, they sent the golf cart after him. Wonder if he broke something. I'll go over and ask him. Hope he didn't break anything. I know they've been testing all night to get to the 950s. This is a solid pass for the Tesla, although not a great reaction on that Pro Tree 0.514. We had a 149 60 foot, a 606 8th mile at 117.7, and we ran a 937 at 146.1. So, if I'm not mistaken, every pass tonight was in the 930s, all 5 of them. Starting with a couple 930s, then we had the 9399, and I thought we were going to be in the 940s, but we came back with a 936 and a 937. All of them 147 and under. Let's find out what happened to the blue Charger. I hope he didn't break anything. He is going mighty slow here.
Not the rear axle? No. These things are notorious for blowing that rear axle out, but you say that's not what it is? No. Huh. Sorry about that.
Fixable.
You guys had like 2 950s tonight, if I...
Huh?
You guys had 2 950s tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got more to go because you weren't even squeezing it, were you?
Yeah. No, we're not going to use the bottle for now for a while.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be natural.
Get it right first, and then
yeah, it's gonna be natural. So.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna break the world record. So we're gonna break the record.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I hope you guys get it fixed soon. Sorry you had a problem on that last pass. I'll see you another time, guys.
Well, they're not sure what it was that broke on the car. They're still trying to figure it out. Doesn't look like it's the rear axle after all. Sorry to see that. You never want to win because the competitor breaks. Well, that was 5 solid runs tonight. Thankfully, it wasn't too crowded out here. We can leave before 10 p.m. and get home before midnight. We plan to be out here pretty much every Thursday, so if you're in this part of Florida, come check out Bradenton Motorsports Park. A lot of fun. And they are letting the Plaid run flat out now here in 2022. And we'll see you next time right here on the Tesla Plaid channel.